When it comes to references to anime, real people, or other video games, fighting games are king. We've already seen in another video just some of the many references that went into Street Fighter, but one other fighting game is filled with by far more references than any other: Guilty Gear. Not only does the legendary anime fighting game series have as many as 10 plus references for any given character, but almost every single one is a reference to music. By far the biggest influence in the game is the 70s and 80s rock band Queen. Sole Bad Guy, the main character of the series, is originally named Frederick, a reference to the iconic Queen singer Freddie Mercury. The name Bad Guy is also a reference to Mr. Bad Guy, Freddie Mercury's first solo album. Just to top things off, his headband has the words "Rock You" scratched into it, lyrics of course to the famous Queen song "We Will Rock You." The other three members of Queen are represented as well, with the dolphin-wielding menace May of the Jellyfish Pirates being named after guitarist Brian May, bounty hunter Bridget's possessed teddy bear Roger named after drummer Roger Taylor, and while there is the potential for Johnny to be a reference to many different artists, including Johnny Cash, it is widely believed that he rounds out the members of Queen, referencing John Deacon. Some of the references in this game are pretty obvious, nearly one for one with both extremely well-known and slightly more niche artists. Testament, Slayer, and Venom are all named after the well-known bands of the exact same name. American Ninja Chipp's full name is Chipp Zanuff, named after Illinois rock band Enough Zanuff. Millia Rage is named after heavy metal band Millia Rage. ABA is only one letter off from ABBA, one of the only pop artists that is referenced in a game that is super heavily weighted towards hard rock and metal. Kuradoberi is very cleverly pronounced in the style of a Japanese name, but reverted can be read as Cloudberry Jam. Surprisingly, another Swedish pop group just like ABBA. Some characters were very direct references to individual artists. Zappa is a clear reference to Frank Zappa, although the majority of his moveset does reference JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Axl Low is based off of Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses fame, both in name and design, sporting the signature long hair and bandana look. Another potential Guns N' Roses reference is the Guilty Gear excerpt design of Elphelt, who attacks with both guns and roses in her moveset. Ino does not have a name inspired by anyone, but her entire persona is based off of famous Japanese singer, songwriter, musician Sheena Ringo. She even has one of her iconic haircuts and her signature mole. Kiske is a combo reference being named after a mix between Kai Hansen and Michael Kiske of the band Helloween. Jack O is unique in that she isn't named after an actual band, but instead a band's mascot. Helloween's jack-o'-lantern mascot of the same name, Jack O. Two more characters that were inspired by non-musicians were Baiken, who was visually based on Kenshin Himura from Rurouni Kenshin, and Zato-1, directly named after Zato-ichi, a very famous series of samurai movies about a blind swordsman. Zato's shadow Eddie may be a reference to either Eddie, the mascot of Iron Maiden, or guitarist Eddie Van Halen. Believe it or not, these are only scraping the surface of the amount of references in Guilty Gear over the years. It could take hours to go through every single move, side character, and even in-game music track. With 25 years of history and new games and content still releasing, we can only guess what references the next character or characters will have.